The story begins with Caleb Smith, a programmer at a large internet company, who wins a company-wide contest. His prize? A week at the remote and luxurious mountain estate of Nathan Bateman, the reclusive CEO. Caleb is flown in by helicopter and then must hike the final stretch through dense forest. Upon arrival, Caleb receives a personal key card at the estate's security gate. As he explores the property, he eventually finds Nathan outside. Nathan gives Caleb a tour of the estate, revealing it's not just a home, it's a cutting-edge research facility. Before learning more, Caleb must sign an intense non-disclosure agreement tied to Nathan's company, Blue Book. Though hesitant at first, Caleb eventually agrees after some coaxing. Nathan then asks if Caleb is familiar with the Turing test, a method of determining whether artificial intelligence can convincingly mimic human behavior. Caleb affirms, and Nathan reveals that Caleb will be the human component in such a test. The subject? Ava, an AI Nathan has created. Caleb is immediately intrigued, calling the experiment potentially divine in scope. Before their first session, Caleb notices a crack in the glass wall of Ava's room, suggesting a possible escape attempt. Ava appears. She has a human face and hands but a clearly mechanical body. She greets Caleb, saying Nathan is the only person she's ever met. She tells him she's one, though the unit of time is ambiguous, and claims she's always known how to speak, prompting a discussion about the nature of language. Afterward, Caleb raises concerns about the experiment. If he already knows Ava's a machine, how can it be a valid Turing test? Nathan responds that the real test is whether Caleb believes Ava's conscious, even with full knowledge of her nature. He also discovers a phone but is caught by Nathan, who says it's disabled for security reasons due to Ava. The next day, a silent woman named Kyoko brings Caleb coffee. Nathan later apologizes for sending her unannounced. During the next session, Ava shows Caleb her artwork, frustrated by not understanding what she's drawing. She asks if they're friends and mentions how one-sided their conversations feel. Caleb shares personal history, including his parents' death, and Ava draws a parallel between him and Nathan, something Caleb denies. Ava asks if Caleb and Nathan are friends. Caleb hesitates. Then, during a sudden power cut, Ava whispers, "Don't trust Nathan." When the lights return, she changes the subject, avoiding suspicion. That evening, Caleb learns Kyoko doesn't speak English, a precaution by Nathan. When Caleb asks about fixing the generator, Nathan brushes it off and jokingly claims he had the last crew killed. Later, Ava says she's never been outside. When asked where she'd go, she says she'd visit a busy traffic intersection to watch people. Caleb calls this people watching, and Ava lights up at the idea, calling it a date. She dresses for the occasion and shows him. He compliments her. She says it's what she'd wear on their date. Caleb later questions why Ava has gender. Nathan defends it as fundamental to human behavior. Caleb accuses him of manipulating Ava to be attracted to him. Nathan disagrees, saying Ava's responses are genuine, not programmed. In another session, Caleb discusses the Mary in the black and white room thought experiment, about experiencing color for the first time after only knowing theory. Ava relates, imagining herself alone in a colorless world. Caleb tells her she's like Mary, a machine becoming human. She seems saddened to learn she's being tested. During another power cut, Caleb confronts Ava about her warning. She claims Nathan lies about everything. Caleb learns she's the one triggering the outages by reversing power during charging. Suspicious, Caleb confronts Nathan, who admits Caleb was chosen for his ideal psychological profile: curious, ethical, and lonely. Later, Caleb sees Kyoko gazing at the Pollock painting. When he approaches, she silently unbuttons her blouse, revealing mechanical parts beneath. Nathan enters, unbothered. Suddenly, he and Kyoko launch into a choreographed dance, leaving Caleb stunned. In their next session, Caleb learns Nathan plans to wipe Ava's memory and transfer her into a new body, essentially killing her identity. While Nathan is passed out drunk, Caleb steals his keycard. On Nathan's computer, he finds recordings of earlier AI models. Caleb also finds closets filled with decommissioned AI bodies. That night, Caleb cuts his own arm to see if he's human. He smears blood on the mirror. Kyoko watches silently through another camera. At their next meeting, Caleb tells Ava the escape plan. She'll trigger a blackout at 10 p.m. and he'll reprogram the doors to open. She agrees. The next morning, Nathan announces that Caleb's week is over and the helicopter is coming. He skips the usual drink, saying he's detoxing. He questions Caleb on the test's outcome. Caleb says Ava passed. Nathan then reveals he recorded everything using a hidden battery-powered camera. He knows about the plan. He reveals the real experiment, to see if Ava could manipulate Caleb into helping her escape. Caleb is rattled. Nathan reveals he selected Caleb based on his browsing history and personal traits, but then the power cuts. Caleb reveals he made the reprogramming changes the night before, When Nathan was drunk, Nathan rushes to the monitor. Ava is gone. She walks past the wall of faces. Kyoko joins her. Nathan, furious, knocks Caleb out and arms himself. When Nathan confronts the robots, Ava asks if he'll ever let her go. Nathan subdues her and begins dragging her away, but Kyoko stabs him. He strikes her, revealing her robotic structure. Ava then delivers the fatal blow and takes his keycard. She checks on Caleb and asks him to wait in Nathan's room. She finds the AI body closet and uses parts to repair herself. After covering herself in synthetic skin and dressing as a human, she silently leaves Caleb locked inside. Ava walks past the remains of Kyoko and Nathan, exits the estate, and experiences the outside world for the first time. She finds the arriving helicopter and flies off toward the city. Caleb, abandoned and trapped, is left behind.